YouTube? How you doing? It's your girl Ariana back with another video. So today I decided that I'm gonna do a story time. I've never done a story time on this show because every time I think about a story time, I'm always like, shoot, that was illegal, shoot, that's a little too bad, like that's like rated R, you know what I mean? And this story time is going to be me basically talking about my tattoos and all of my piercings because I think it might be interesting. I got some cool stories to tell, so like sit down, grab your popcorn, grab your Doritos chili and limon, grab your ramen noodles, do all of that, grab your blunt, your wax, your torch, your dabber, sit down, relax, and enjoy the story of all my regrets. Okay, so let's start with my first tattoo. I got this in June or July of 2017, I believe. So about 2 years ago. I think so. I think I'm right. That one was my very first tattoo. Let me tell you about this, okay? So it's a lot of things, a lot of cool things about this tattoo. One being that it's matching with my best friend. She has the exact same one. I actually think hers is better. I don't know how that works out, but hers looks a lot better than mine. And it's actually on her ankle, on the inside of her foot, which is super, super cool. And I kind of wish I would have gotten in the same place as her, but I just, for some reason, it was my first tattoo and I don't want something to be hidden, you know, I want something that can be seen. But I kind of regretted it because I didn't have a tattoo. It was the only tattoo that I had. So just imagine my arm completely blank with this being the only thing on it. It was super awkward and it was just like, why was it placed there in the middle of my arm? Like, I don't know what I was thinking, but I'm not gonna take it back because it's with my best friend and it doesn't mean anything significant. She just knew an artist that she used to go to school with, I believe, and this artist was like starting off as a tattoo artist, and so she's like, hey, let's go check her out, let's go get some matching tattoos. And I was like, okay, I'm down. And we were looking at her artwork and she had a lot of really awesome pieces, really, really creative, and we just, as soon as we saw this, we were just like, oh, that one. And we decided to get it, which is super cool because now every time I look at my arm, I always reminded her, and like, she's my best friend. She's super tight, you know, those kind of friends that you don't really see every day, you kind of see them once in a while, but as soon as you see them, it's kind of like you just hung out yesterday, you know what I mean? You're super close. But yeah, that was my tattoo number one. The second tattoo that I got was a couple months shortly after that, which was on my birthday. My sister got me it. It is my sun and moon tattoo. Now, to be honest with you, this one still remains to be one of my favorite tattoos. I love the sun and moon. I just have a really deep, like, personal meaning to that, and it's just a beautiful meaning, and I love the sun and moon. It's just beautiful, represents a lot of beautiful things. I really wish that I would have gotten more color to it, but I feel like eventually I'll go back and add some flowers, some color to the flowers, you know, something to the eyes. It's just a very plain tattoo. It's beautiful, but I think it could have a little bit more color to have something more pop out, you know what I mean? So now with my third tattoo, this one, it needs a little bit of explaining before I continue with these tattoos, only because I'm an impulsive person. When I see something that I like, I instantly want to get it. So if I see a tattoo that I like even for a second and I haven't made no life decisions about it, I'm just like, oh, I like it, I'll get it. I'm just super impulsive, and that's how I am, and like, I'm working on it, but like, it's my money, my business, you feel me? This one, it says oh my god, I literally forgot what it said. Oh, live by the sun, love by the moon. And I don't know what that means. So one of my old coworkers that I used to work with, I had asked her, hey, like, I need a really good quote for sun and moon, I want some, because she was getting a tattoo, and then I was like, okay, cool, she's getting a tattoo, so like, that just gives me a reason, like, you know, to get one, so why not? And I didn't know what to get, but at the time I only had these two, so I needed something in the middle to kind of make them together. My tattoos are just super impulsive, that's why they're just randomly placed, but it's honestly some kind of thing that I want my arm to look like I got random pictures from a coloring book and just put them on my arm, because I feel like all those tattoos make stories at the end of the day. All these amazing pieces of artwork all over me, and it's gonna tell a story, and that's what I want. I want to tell a story with the artwork on my body. My fourth tattoo is this one. So I had gotten this tattoo, my friend's actually here, so I'm in the middle of filming. Now this one, okay, so I basically was going on Instagram and I really wanted to get a tattoo that inspired me, that was kind of representing a Leo, because that's what I am, and Leo gang. And I just kind of kept looking, and this one came up, and it wasn't a tattoo, it was a drawing, and I don't know who did the artwork, so I'm sorry for tattooing your artwork on my body. I'm sure I can get like copyrighted for that, but like I changed it up a little bit, you know, so it's not exactly like yours. So whoever did this, let me know, and like I will tag your name right under this to make it fair, to give credit, you know. I'll just like do like little letters, little tiny letters. But this is basically it. It just means it's a Leo tattoo. So this is the sign, our planet is the sun, and our element is fire, and of course our flower is sunflower. So my 5th tattoo, now this one's probably the only original piece that I have that I came up with my own, because the other ones, to be honest with you, like I said, I just either got ideas from a picture or I fucking straight up copied it from a picture. And the next one I was super original with. Now let me tell you a little story about this. So with my niece, she is my best friend, my ride or die. Like, I swear, when I met the little girl and I first held her in my hands, I started crying, and my family was like, "Why are you crying, Ariana?" And I was just like, because I love her so much. Like, I'm not even joking, that's a real story. My sister makes fun of me to this day. Like, she'll laugh with my niece. She'll be like, "Your Tia was crying when she first held you, like a little baby, a little punk." I'm like, yep, that was me. That's love at first sight. But anyways, so she is like one of the most important people in this world. You guys will eventually see that I want to make some vlogs with her and put her in some of my videos and make challenges with her, because she's just a natural born, like, outgoing, funny person. She's freaking dope. But anyways, so I got a tattoo, and basically what this tattoo is, let me just show you. So it's gonna be this one right here. Now I can't really get a good angle of it just because I don't even know if like you can see it, but hopefully you can. It basically just says homie, because she's my homie, and it has her from the back. I don't know what the fuck she's sitting on. It's literally floating, and she has some fucked up hair. Yes, I know it's not the best tattoo, and I'm definitely gonna get it covered up with something like that, but a lot more better. I don't know what I was thinking. I just wanted a tattoo at that day, and I just half-assed it. I had the guy draw it. It was okay, and I said okay, and I should have been like, redraw it, but I didn't. Remember, closed mouths don't get fed. My 6th tattoo is this one right here, which is my most hated tattoo, not by everyone else but by myself. And let me tell you a quick story about this. So long story short, it's another matching tattoo, but I completely fucked up, and I did it with someone that I shouldn't have ever done a matching tattoo with, and they probably have it on their arm, and they'll probably see this, and because of this they'll probably want to cover it up, knowing that I want to cover it up. It just reminds me of that person, and like, we're not in good standing anymore, and that's it, you know what I mean? And I just don't want it on my body, but I definitely do want to get it covered up. Now the story on this one is, so I have this matching tattoo with literally my ex-boss, and me and her were like ride or dies. She was my best friend, just shit happened, didn't work out. That doesn't matter though. But we got this tattoo because I used to work for her, and it was a salesperson job. I was just one of her top salespeople, you know, and I would always just make really good sales, and just, you know, I made her a lot of money basically. Every time my boss would come up to me and I was like having a good day with sales, she'd be like, "Hey, what's poppin'?" And I'd be like, "I'm poppin', cause I'm making money, bitch." But so that name just kind of stuck around. I even was Miss Poppins for Halloween one year. I'll post a picture right here. It just, the name stuck, and basically between me and her, like a what's poppin' was a thing between me and my boss, my ex-boss. And we decided to get the sparkle emoji tatted on us. Now it just looks a little different because we wanted to add, like, you know, a certain color. We don't want it to be just a basic emoji. We kind of want to make it unique, but it just ended up looking like literally the Steelers logo. So I get shit for that all the time, and like I said, it just doesn't remind me of good things. But I'm gonna get that bitch covered up and this one covered up with something a lot better. I'm just not too sure what exactly. But I want every tattoo that I get from now on, I really want to take my time into making sure I really want it, because I've been getting things just because, like, because I had the money and because I had the time to do it, you know what I mean? And I shouldn't be that way. I should have just taken my time and just made sure this is what I really wanted, because I wouldn't have gotten this tattoo if I knew what was gonna happen in the future, you know? So, like, word of advice, just make sure you really want that shit on your body. And my last tattoo is my favorite tattoo so far. I mean, I love all my tattoos, but this one just means a lot to me. And real quick, okay, so here's 2 things about me. 1, I am all about self-love. I think you should love yourself before you love anyone. I think you cannot love anyone to your full extent and, you know, full love capability without loving yourself. And with that, you know, I used to not love myself years ago, but now I'm loving myself, and I'm so happy, and I've never been so happy and just so content with who I am and how I live my life. And just loving yourself is just always the best. And second thing about me is I also love myself, but I love Russ. Russ is my shit. Now, y'all probably gonna say I'm a Russ fan too. Like, yeah, Russ is dope. Awesome. But like, y'all aren't Russ fans like I was a Russ fan. I listened to this nigga when he was on just SoundCloud years ago. And it was crazy because I listened to him so many years ago with somebody, and then fast forward, he became famous, and I was like, oh my god, I used to listen to his music. And I just fell in love with him even more. But like, I'm a ride or die Russ fan. But I've been wanting to get a lyric of Russ is tatted for a while, but I just didn't know which one. And one day I was driving and I was listening to his song, his music, Tell Me Why. And in lyrics says, like, you know, blah 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 blah, me loving you won't work until you loving you. Wait, what? Oh yeah, it says me loving you won't work until you loving you first. And as soon as I heard that, I was like, dang, that's literally what I live by. I live by self-love, and I live by Russ. So like, I combine those 2 bitches and I put it on my chest. So that's basically all the tattoos I have. The last thing I'm gonna talk about are my piercings. And I know I don't have that many piercings. I only have 1 that you guys can see. But I'm gonna talk about my past piercings, because I used to have quite a few and it was fucking dope, and I'm gonna share my stories with you. So the first one that you guys can see is my tongue piercing. That shit is the best piercing that I've ever had. I've taken out the rest of mine, but I refuse to take out my tongue piercing. That shit's dope. It's just like fun to play with, you know what I mean? And it's just cool because you get used to it, and it's just cool, okay? I don't know how to explain it. I thought it was gonna hurt more than what I thought, but it honestly really didn't. And the clamps themselves hurt a lot more. But like, that day was lit. I'm gonna post the video right here so you guys can see how dope that was.
Here comes the Joey. Joey's easier than that. You should be breathing. You put this on there. Control. Breathe in. Breathe out.
Well, my nose piercing, I used to have both of them actually. I first started off with this side, and then it came out, and then I re-pierced it, and then it came out once more, and then I re-pierced it. I love the one nose piercing, so I decided to get both. I look really fucking cute, but then one came out, and then I re-pierced that bitch. I literally pierced my nose about 6 different times, no joke. I just couldn't let go of my nose piercings, you know, but me doing it after time just left scars on my nose that I don't want to keep getting worse. You know what I mean? Scars go away with time, but I just don't want to deal with that, so I took them out. But I did love them, and I was gonna get my nose pierced today, but just something stopped me, and I think everything happens for a reason. I just feel like I'm not meant to do it anymore. And then I pierced my septum one time. Crazy fucking story. I literally got it. I did not like the bar that he put in it. I was like, can I change it? He told me no. So I was like, okay, well, I'm gonna buy one. I'll change it in 2 weeks. My stubborn ass went home and decided to change it. I pulled that bitch out and I tried putting the new one in. That one hurt so bad. First of all, the piercing itself was the worst piercing I've ever had. The most painful piercing in my life. Worse than gauges. Like, we ain't doing that. That shit would not go in. It just basically got stuck. And so I was freaking out. I told my sister, like, you know, help me out. Like, this shit's not fucking coming back in. Like, what the fuck? And so she was trying to help me out, but it hurt too bad. And I'm over here, like, it's starting to gush blood out of my freaking nose hole. And I get so mad. Like, I don't know why I did this. But I decided to, like, punch my window. And when I punched that bitch, it obviously shattered. And I cut my hands. And I don't have a freaking scar. I do, like, the tiniest scar. But it used to be huge. And I punched it, and it basically sliced my hand. My hand started gushing, and then my nose started gushing. I'm like freaking out. My mom comes in and she's like, oh my god, there's blood everywhere. She's freaking out. She thinks like I just got murdered or something. Like, it was the worst experience. And it sucks because at the end of the day I didn't get to put it back in. So I just spent like $60 for no reason, and I just walked away with a sliced hand and a bloody nose. Picture. And I really wish I took a picture of the septum, or I took a video of me getting it pierced. The guy said I wasn't able to, and I was just like, okay, take a picture. The only picture I have is whenever he has a needle in my nose, and I was like so relieved. I opened my eyes and like the water was coming out of my eyes, and as soon as I opened my eyes, my sister got that picture. So enjoy this shit. The last one is gauges. I've had gauges for about 2-3 years now, and I wanted to go up to an inch big, but just I really haven't. I was at a 00, I believe, a couple months ago, and I just kind of really wasn't with it. I really wasn't with maintaining them all the time. I really wasn't with like just, I don't know, I can't really explain it, but I wasn't into it no more. So I decided to close them, and that's why I got little like buttholes on my ears now. And I'm trying to like, I'm hoping that they'll close back fast, but they probably won't. So for now I'm gonna have like these little weird things. So that's basically all about my tattoos and my piercings, plus my regrets, because I mostly regret a lot of this stuff, but you know what, you only live once, so try to enjoy life as much as you can. But without further ado, thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to comment, like, subscribe, do all that good shit, and until next time, laters honeys.